Oh, good night. I've jumped ahead. Wait. That's not good. Hold on. There we go.
Going to be a day. It's okay, we're not just waiting, hold up. Stop. Oh, all right. It's all right. Salad on top of pizza. Oh, no, just salad. Just salad. Okay. Just a little rocket chutney. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. Want to be mindful of everybody's time. Welcome to the team meeting, September team meeting. What's the first thing that pops in your mind when I say September? Ball? Okay, yeah. Football. Football, okay. If we were thinking the first thing that popped into your mind regarding real estate, what would it be?
Last quarter.
What's that?
Last quarter.
Last quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, the year's ticking by. Who is somewhat surprised to know that it's September?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, last month was August, Ricky, it's kind of foregone conclusion. I'm kidding. Here's the thing to remember. September, okay, almost over, right? The leadership team was talking about 15 protocol. What's the last day, roughly, in the year that you're going to be able to put a piece of business in contract and actually get paid on it this year? Anybody know? November, that's a good, all right, what about the day?
November 15th.
15th, yes, that's exactly right. Now, why is that?
Because of the closing time period.
Exactly. Because if I were to sell a home and put it in contract, excuse me, if I were to put a contract in place on November the 15th, I'm probably gonna need 45 days to get it to close. Now, why would I need 45 days?
Holidays.
Holidays, yeah, right? You got Thanksgiving in there. That's important, right? You're gonna see some people that probably shut down a little bit or wander a little bit, so that's a big deal. You got Christmas in there, that's a big deal, right? You got real estate agents that, believe it or not, will probably pack up their stuff about November 17th and head to Florida, right? I'm not gonna fight the market though. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Could you close something, cash deal, get it done by the end of the year, probably. And yet what we have to realize is we've got October, half of November, a couple months here in September, a couple weeks in September to finish out our year. Where are we on our goals? Where are we on the numbers? Where are we on the commitments that we made to ourselves and the people around us with the amount of income that we were going to generate to make the impact in our life and the life of the people around us? Where are we on those commitments? Where are we on our goals? Okay. Now, I'm not telling you to change your goals. I'm not telling you it can or it can't happen. And yet what I will tell you is you're also loading the wagon for 2026. Can we all agree that everything that happens from November the 15th till December 31st is probably going on next year? Yes. So what's your January look like? Because you're literally on the cusp of building your January and your February. Boy, that first quarter is a little bit slow. No, the first quarter is slow because we diminished our activities in the fourth quarter. Right? So again, I'm sharing these things because I want to bring awareness. Right? I know this. If we're aware of it, we can make the necessary changes. We can do the things that we need to do. So that probably won't be the last time that I share that with you. Matter of fact, let me say it all one more time right now. All right, does anybody know? I'm kidding. All right, man, y'all need to, like, when I say something that's kind of clever or maybe even a little funny, don't take a bite of pizza. Because, you know, it's like you need that energy. All right, so we got some birthdays in September. So this is awesome. If you see these folks, please wish them a happy birthday. Christian Briones, sorry, Bailey, you got Deandra. We're gonna be introducing Deandra here shortly. It's not every day you turn 30, Deandra, it's a big day. Congratulations. Brandon Owens, Ashley, Robin Horn, Jonathan, Chelsea, Dustin, Tyler, and Cam. If you see those folks, tell them happy birthday,
I
right?
have a lot of shared birthdays this month.
What's that? Yeah, that's right. The 30th was big, right? Yeah.
24th, 23rd, and.
I thought- I thought,
They're all between the 20th and.
Look at that.
That's 10 days.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's that end of the year thing I was just talking about, right? You got 45 days left, honey, we gotta have this, you know, gotta have this baby at a certain amount of time. No,
See how you.
and I'm not really sure what that, pretty sure what that little critter is on the right there, but, what is it? Jackie, you say that like it's a cat. Jackie's throwing it out there like, oh, it's a dog. I mean, what do you mean, what is it?
Go to the Lexington Living Arts and Science Museum and go visit their 3 little axolotls because they're adorable and they do act like cats. They come play with you in the water. Look, I spent like 20 minutes playing with one while my kids just stood off to the side.
All right. Well, and see, just like that, the sales meeting takes a sharp turn, right? You can talk about playing with them all you want, Jackie. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. The thing can play a freaking piano, so I'm guessing, you know, that's, he has to be with that, right? I mean, he's cranking things out there. All right, we've got some work anniversaries. You know, we've got some folks that have, gosh, we got folks that have spent their entire life, their entire career with Keller Williams. And the really cool thing is we've got a lot of people in our brokerage that have been here, gosh, through the last shift and many, many years. So, Sheridan Sims, 10 years. He's our KG veteran right out of the gate. Scott McKenzie, 8 years. Krista as well with 8. You've got Debbie, Gaines, Becky Varney, excuse me, and Nasser been here for 7 years. Candy, Randy Carpenter, 5 years. Tracy Ward, 5 years. Emily, 5 years. Emma Eiler, 5 years. Big E has been here for 4. Debbie Kobernick, 3, Lauren Blankenship, 3, and then Polly Rapier, been here for a year. So you see these folks, wish them all the best. If you see them, hey, you see them, talk to them, bump into them. Invite them to a team meeting. We're in our team meetings every Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday. I'm gonna tell you this because you guys know I believe in energy a lot. I believe in energy, I believe in excitement, I believe in community, I believe all these things. We have our meetings every single week because we want to, one, deliver great content to help you grow and build your business. The other piece of it is we love seeing you guys come together. You can say what you want, but you guys have to spend time in a community setting with each other, sharing stories, doing things. Your market center team is committed to continuing to pull agents into this market center. It's hard out there on your own. It's hard out there with a group. Come in, recharge, experience the community of this market center. We have a lot of wonderful people walking the halls, the leadership team that cares deeply about every single agent in this brokerage. So if you see somebody, you haven't seen them in a while, get them to one of the meetings on Tuesday. Tuesdays at 11, it's a standing meeting, okay? All right, fantastic. So bucket fills, all right? Now, your first thought is, all right, we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna, you know, fill John Buckley's bucket for 20 minutes, and that's okay because he deserves it. And yet maybe there's some other folks you'd like to fill too. So John's my guy. He's my guy. He's the constant in my life. And yeah, I didn't see you said it, not me. I wasn't gonna say anything, right? He's constantly the wind beneath my wings. That's what you thought I was gonna say something else. You thought I was gonna say something about, yeah. Shh. What do you got? Bucket fill. So who's everybody knows what a bucket fill is, right? Someone may be in the room, or they don't have to be in the room, that said something, did something, nudged you along, pushed you, pulled you, answered a question. Lexi.
Kirby and DeAndre Carter had their first closing district.
That's a good one. That's a big one. Everybody remember their first closing, right? I mean, so super excited. Yeah, they came in, processed everything. That's exciting. That's exciting. It's a big weight that gets lifted a lot of times for some of us. I'll speak for myself. You know, I was so afraid walking around, everybody asking how many houses have you sold? Well, I haven't sold any, but I'm ready to sell yours. Like, yeah. No, people don't, they never ask that question, right? They never ask. What else? Bucket fill.
I have one for Steven. He puts up with all my crazy phone calls.
Oh, crazy phone calls. Anybody else have a crazy phone call? Steven's the guy. All right, he's the guy. Yeah. No, he's awesome, isn't he? He answers his phone. He'll talk you through it. Tremendous amount of patience. Guys, Steven is driving our productivity coaching program. How do we take the time that we have and get the results we desire to have? How do we increase our results? How do we get good traction? We appreciate that. We appreciate all those efforts there. All right, who else? Bucket fill. Donna Sullivan.
Heather,
Heather.
did you see something in her that's she is not quitter. That is absolutely the truth. And she's so hungry for the knowledge.
Yeah.
And I admire that.
That's right. And here's the thing, we know where that ends up, right? That hunger, right? That's a great driving force. Yes. We did a couple of Ignite sessions together, right? And there were a couple times when she was the entire Ignite class, right? And that's okay too. And we certainly appreciate that. Anyone else? Bucket to fill. Yes. Oh, two. Hold on, John.
Go ahead.
Brittany Fiore's gonna go first. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to fill Tristan's bucket. I mean, he's just so great to help out with technology, such a wealth of knowledge, you know. So thank you for always.
He'll balance your checkbook too, if you ask him.
You are.
Just saying. Right, it's on your bank account, just to shoot on over to him. He'll take care of it. He'll take care of it.
I need 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it's like, it'll take a minute. Johnny Finley.
I want to thank Lexi.
Yes.
She's helped me with some command stuff and. Yeah. She's been excited with the Canva stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about
Everybody,
it.
anybody get into the Canvas stuff? Yeah, I can't put it down. No, I'm kidding. I have to look at it. My goal when I got into real estate was to sell enough real estate that I could have other people that did those things. That was a driving force in my business. So, didn't work out necessarily like that in the beginning, but, it is pretty cool. I actually can use Canva, right? Starts with K, right? Lexi has to put up with all my dumb jokes, right? Like she's like, I did this at 8:30 this morning, Bo.
That was laughing when you said I know how to use Canva. I was going back.
Oh, yeah, she laughed, yeah. Right. Yeah, she's like, Bo, you might want to learn your password. That'd be the first place to start with your command.
That's the learning for us.
Right.
That's
So,
my great.
yeah, we got that one document signed. They sent it to me 37 times to sign. Lexi wanted to choke me. All right. Also, well, guys, here's the thing. You don't just have to fill buckets when you're in the meetings. You can fill a bucket anytime during the day. Someone helps you, someone reaches out to you, someone helps you move along. Go ahead and shoot them a text, right? I can tell you this. All of our agents, all of our partners, all of our co-ops out there in the market right now, things are a little bit tough, right? The market is shifting back to a place of where it probably was 5 years ago. You talk to a veteran agent, an agent that's been in the business, they'll tell you the market is going back to the way the things always were. Right? People buying houses without appraisals, right? People paying, 20, 30, 50,000 over list price with no inspection. That's fantasy. We took advantage of it. We sold a bunch of stuff, made a lot of money. Put some great comps out there. Get some great comps in these neighborhoods. And yet we know this. We're probably moving back toward a market where there's more inventory. Why is there more inventory? Because they're gonna sit on the market a little bit longer. I've said this a zillion times. You guys know, a balanced real estate market is 6 months worth of inventory. 6 months. Anybody know how much inventory we have in our market currently right now? Days. How much? Yeah, 45 days. 45 days. Our biggest challenge right now, as you're acquiring these listings, and it's an expectation to set, is that we have a shortage of buyers right now. We have a shortage of humans that would like to go out and buy real estate. One of the things that we believe is truly going to change that is going to be as the inventory levels kick up, prices will come down and people will come off the sidelines. It's super simple. The conversations we're having with our buyers and sellers about supply and demand, it's real simple. When there's a bunch of stuff for sale, competition, prices come down, right? So some of those things, a lot of our sellers out there right now worry about having somewhere to go. Why? Limited inventory. All those things will start to break through. We've got to be ready and we've got to start stacking our pipeline today. How do you stack the pipeline? You have planned and meaningful conversations with the people that know you, like you, and trust you. You stay in touch with your database. Just give them a ring, check in on them. School's going back in session. You can do the old, guess what? Winter's coming, right? We're in snow. Are you ready for that? Fall, the trees change. Anything is a conversation to talk to them about a specific moment in time and turn around and actually ask for an opportunity to be their real estate agent of choice. Okay. All right. So this next piece here is very close to my heart. So Alyssa Hubbard is here from 2000 a laptop, which is our a transaction coordinator affiliate partner. The MREA tells us the first thing that you do as your business begins to scale is you get someone to handle transaction coordination. Guys, we spend 90% of our time finding business. We should only be spending 10% of our time closing business. Transaction coordinator is a cost of sale item where basically you're going to, you pay, you don't have to pay full time for an assistant. And every time you have a closing, you can use, you can use TC. Okay. I say it's close to my heart because Alyssa and I have got a relationship that goes far beyond, her time as a TC. How long you been my bowl coordinator?
8 years,
Okay.
8 years.
That's like with Bo, it's like dog years. So really it's like 27.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay,
They
good.
aged me a lot.
Yeah, you want to talk about like a Tyrannosaurus Rex squirrel that you're chasing? That's Alyssa chasing me, right? And I'm like, Alyssa, yeah, what's the address of the bowl venue? 'Cause I'm gonna drop, I'm in Chicago. What's the address? She's like, you didn't put it in your phone? Yeah, I did, but I think I put the wrong address in. I mean, it's like, these are the conversations, these are the high level conversations that we have. But she has wrangled me all across the country. I will tell you this, nothing phases her. She's been an MCA in a market center. She's been a ROM. She's run an entire region, runs this business, her bowl business. How many bowl coaches do you currently have in your roster?
But Gabby, I went to 13.
Yeah, like 13 out of like 48. And it's not just Alyssa. Alyssa's a team builder. She has teams, she has people that support. She's got an org chart, a structure. She's running the play that all of us want to run, and actually as a result of building it within our business. Tara uses her for all of her transaction coordination. Got other agents in the office. John Bentley, I know you use Alyssa. Guys, it's all about time and getting your time back. Okay, but I'm going to turn it over to you, but I just really appreciate it. And thank you so much for lunch. You bought us lunch today, so we really appreciate that as well. So I'll turn it over to you, Alyssa. Alyssa.
To go with a laptop. We started in 2020 when me and another bowl coach assistant decided Bold wasn't kicking it in 2020 because of COVID. We weren't allowed to go out. It was kind of crazy. So we ventured off into another avenue for another source of income. So we started with TC, started in command. I have been with Keller Williams since 2012. I live in Southern Indiana. My first role in Keller Williams was their MCA many moons ago. Left there and became a bowl coach assistant in 2015, and have worked with that for the last 10 years. Was a regional operations manager, like Bo's mentioned, for almost 2 years over 6 states of offices. So there's 33 offices that I ran of Keller Williams, not in this area. So we do transaction coordination. Like you said, I built a team. I am not the one handling the transactions every single day. I hired people that are smarter than me, and that can handle the transactions. So we have a designated TC for your all's office. She is a local Kentucky resident. She lives in Owensboro. She is a licensed agent. However, she does not sell real estate. She might send out a referral or something like that, but she's not going to sell. So all of our TCs are licensed. You don't rotate between our TCs. You do have one designated TC for your transactions throughout the whole time. And like Bo mentioned too, it's not a fee that you have to pay monthly, and it's per transaction. So if you don't have a transaction for 6 months, which that's not going to happen, yet if it did, you only pay when you have a transaction. And the payment is due at the time of closing. So it comes out of your closing in the office, and the office handles getting the money to us and everything. So there's no upfront cost. You get your check, it comes out of that. So on average, we're seeing agents spend, really active agents, at least 22 hours a day in paperwork, compliance, all the things. So if you had just 2 hours a day back, 5 days a week, we're not even saying that you are working 7, because we know you do, but 5 days a week, that's 10 hours a week back that you could be in your database. You can be generating more business versus being in the paperwork. So that's what we're here for. We do offer other part-time EA services as well. So you can buy blocks if you need help with marketing. I have agents that have us run their emails. I have a lady in Grand Rapids. We just started doing hers. She gets 1,500 emails a day, and I'm not joking, because she has 5 different businesses. And she just couldn't manage it anymore. So I actually have a girl that goes into her email every single morning and moves everything and does everything for her emails. We do marketing, we do that, we do calendar, we do listing management. That is a separate one. So if you have listings that need to go in, we can handle all of that. Very knowledgeable of the market. I think Lisa's been very knowledgeable, being licensed in Kentucky, with everything. And I know I've got a couple people in the room. How many people here have used Two Gals to do any of your transactions or any EA services? Do you all want to say anything about, just so your peers can hear, like,
One of the best things I like about it is you send out Two Guys Laptop, send out something to my client as soon as we go under contract.
Mhm.
You send them something weekly. I'm also CC'd on everything. I mean, it's great because we don't always, we reach out to the client when inspections, when appraisal, those high points. Joe reach out to them, like I said, we're CC'd on it, but everything. Every little step, and remind me, I also put reminders in my calendar when the due diligence period's up. The appraisal, everything. I mean, it's just so, and take care of command. You
Yeah.
said 2 hours.
how much time do you think that you've saved on your
I
transactions?
can't even, I don't know. It's not only the time I save, but the mistakes I made, right, Jack? And command and some stuff.
But it also gets him paid faster because he's not setting aside the time to put the documents in. And
Oh,
as soon
yeah.
as he closes, then I'm paying him the next day because everything's already ready to go.
There, yeah, because, I don't think I'm the only one, but we want to get paid, but we forget to put the commission stuff in there. Forget to submit it and all that stuff until the day of or something. All that stuff's taken care of. I mean, it's just, I can't tell you enough good thing.
Let me add a quick point. And, John and I talked about this a lot, and this is what I love, and we teach classes on this. So there's a big push of real estate agents, right, prior to and leading up to, and then after, post and our settlement, right? And what's the big thing we talking about? Value, right? So John's sitting in front of a customer, or you're sitting in front of a customer, you're utilizing Two Girls and a Laptop, and now you can set an expectation that you probably would have never set. Right? How many are going to sit there and go, oh, and I'll send you email all along the way, and when stuff's ordered, and when it comes in, and when it goes back, and you sell this program, and then guess what? You don't deliver. Right? Not intentionally, but it's because you're wearing every one of those hats. So now you can coordinate your value proposition to include Two Gals and a Laptop. You can make promises that you can keep. Does that make sense? I mean, you can make promises as to how, and then it happens, and it's like, man, that John, he's on it, right? Because John's already talked about his team, right? His support team. And that's the part of it I like, because you're literally all those things you wish you could do, or you write down when you go to family reunion or mega camp, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna build this. And then, well, guess what? You get caught up in the waves. You get caught up in the vacuum that is this industry and the gotta-minutes, right? The tyranny of the urgent, the minions, whatever you want to call them. They make you guys look really good. Sorry, Liz.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. We're operational people. I do have licensed agents that got into the real estate world and said, this is not for me. I'm one of those people as well. I've just been in the operational side of real estate, and I just love it. And that's our niche. Even my business partner, she's the complete opposite of me. If Bo tells me he needs this email to go out every Monday at 8 a.m. and he tells me it's not going to happen, I have to communicate that to her because she's going to make sure it's falling into place. And the big thing with the relationship, and I've had multiple people, you brought it up to me this morning about that just weekly touch on Fridays that we send your clients. What we forget is we live in the real estate world, so we understand it. We understand there's going to be gaps of days that we don't know anything and we're sitting waiting for a lender, all these things. However, these people don't work in real estate, and they're like, why is my agent not communicating to me for 3 weeks?
No news is good news.
Right.
Yeah.
And they just don't understand, and they don't know. To us, it's normal, and it's easy to get slipped into that thinking, okay, well, this is normal. And yeah, we're just waiting. That's what we do until we close. But the outside world that doesn't work in real estate, they don't understand that.
There's an intangible there too, where if you're communicating on a consistent basis and they're getting updates and they're staying in that, let's just call it that good place. And then the inspection comes back and there's some challenges there, right? You want them like, well, the only time you're going to call them is to tell them that there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that's the only time we're going to call them, then guess what? Every time you call them, what are they going to think? something's wrong, something went south,
They'll put it-
something's out of line. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got an opportunity to start making some deposits and setting some expectations on this process and how things work. So that's the part I think that's really exciting for me is, and especially in a market where, do you feel like we're getting more or less releases signed?
Or
It's more. I can tell you as the guy that has to sign every one of them, it's more. And my teaching moment today is gonna speak directly into that. So more communication, I just think keeps them in a good level space. And ultimately what they understand is, you know what? Wow, this person cares. They care enough to let me know where we are. And then your phone doesn't blow up over the weekend.
I hit it from the front.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, did you have anything about your experiences you wanted to add?
Yeah, I mean. I've worked with a cyberbacker.
We have to.
No, thank you. It's not good. Yeah, there's just a lot of things, like a lot of positives to go into that for agents, but I think you compare them side by side, it's no question. So that was kind of the big one as well, because I know that's kind of a buzz thing that everybody thinks is sexy and cool until you actually have one.
Yeah. And that's the good, like cyberbackers, I mean, Trish was a I've had great cyberbackers, I've had experience with great cyberbackers, Max is using a lot of them right now.
Yep.
Yet our people are licensed, so they're knowledgeable, so say somebody wants to ask you about lead-based paint, why am I having to sign this? Well, if you're not licensed, you can't even tell them why, they have to sign it, they'd have to send that person back to you and say, and then you'd have to take the time to say, well, this is what the lead-based paint is. We are not here to replace the agent. However, those little slight minimal things that you really don't need to bother with, we have the knowledge to answer those, the knowledge, first of all, and the ability to answer those questions with holding licenses. And my people do have E&O too, if that's a concern. We do carry E&O on all my two cities. So, and it's customizable. I don't want to say it's super customizable. We already have a system built, but if there's things you want added in that you like in your systems or things that you don't want put into the system, we can exclude or include whatever that is that you already built.
And if anybody has no system, which I'm sure
You just
never
play
happens.
ours.
They got
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Does anybody have any questions or?
You do more than TC, you do marketing stuff too.
Yeah, we do part-time EA services, and that's intended for people that have not reached the level to hire an executive assistant for the real estate team. A good executive assistant is gonna be what, probably about $75,000-$80,000 a year for a good one. So we do blocks of part-time, so whatever you need, we can pretty much handle. If it's marketing, we have a lady in Louisville right now, she has us doing 5 marketing posts a week on her socials. And we just build it all and do all that for her. Like I said, we've done calendar management. I don't know if you all use the lead aggregators like Dave Ramsey and things like that. We do have to go in and update notes on every lead that's put in there. We'll do that.
Opcity, Mike,
Yeah.
Finder,
We do that for
Ojo.
agents, because if you don't put the notes in, then they won't pay on the lead. I don't know if any of you are using
Ping,
those.
yeah.
places. So we do, I mean, pretty much anything. If you ask, so we do a free. I thought it was on this slide. We do a free consultation for 30 minutes if you want to just, check us out and see if there's something that we could do to help you in your business. If it's a good fit for you. And like I said, the one person that would be handling this office, everybody in this office is going to be Lisa. We run at a really high level. I pay for a TC program, so we are able to run that many files at a time. And this is her office. So,
Fantastic.
great.
We appreciate it. We do, really. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for driving in from LA. We really appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, no, Southern Indiana. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right, fantastic. All right, next up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Deon, come on up here, Deon. And Deon, you could have got there talking for about 30 minutes. I'll cut you a little short, so be easy there. So one of the things that we've been really wanting to do, and your leadership team feels is always important, is we want you guys to have resources, more resources, resources to help you guys scale your business. And Deandra is now stepping in as our managing broker, right? I'll still be the principal broker. Gives you guys another opportunity to have someone for questions, insight, educational opportunities, things like that. I'll still be around to keep, agents like Bentley out of jail, out of real estate jail. That's still gonna be a problem. John, don't worry. I'm still your go-to on that. But Deandra comes to us with a lot of experience. She's local here in the market. I'm not gonna sit here and I'll let her tell her story. So take it away.
First off, I'm excited to be here. For most of my professional life, I've spent it independently, as we tend to do when we make the decision to be self-employed. My decision to be here was made consciously because I want to be part of something bigger than myself. I want to be part of a team. So that's why I'm really excited to be here. I can tell already that everything from the training, I've been popping in the office for the last couple of weeks. Really started last week, but everyone I've met, we need to get this room fuller at times.
Yeah.
But everyone has been it's been a really warm welcome to me. We may have met in the past or had a transaction together. If we have, come say hi again. If we have not met, please come see me. My office is near Tristan and John. And you come have a chat. Whether you need me to help you with anything, or just want to come say hi and have a chat. But a little bit about myself. I got my license in 2010. Really at the time I did that because I had the time to do it. My daughter, she's in her senior year at university in Nashville. And so when she was like in kindergarten, I studied and got my license. My mom was in real estate here for 20 plus years and did really well. But I wanted to design everything towards spending time with my daughter and all that as we can being self-employed. And so got her raised now. And so I spent time last year studying for my broker's license. And so now I have my broker's license here and in Tennessee. But I'm just so glad to be a part of a team.
Yeah.
And I can tell that's how everyone works here and are real supportive of each other. So thank you. And hopefully I'll talk to you.
Deandra, right?
You know, if that's too much, you can call me D.
D and D, let's go. What about that? Yeah. So awesome. Well, we're super excited. We had a great meeting this morning. We'll continue that to ingrain her into our culture, company, and our operations and everything else like that. But we're super excited for that partnership. All right. So we've got a couple. We've got a few partnerships. So I'm going to bring up our in-house mortgage lender from Homefront Mortgage, David Gannon. David, want to come on up? So as you guys know, we recently started a in-house mortgage lending company. What's that?
Oh, nothing.
Oh. Oh, all right. Oh, well, that, you know, that's very good. I thought I missed something. I'm like, no, really, that's him. Yeah, but David's been a mortgage loan officer here in the local market for quite some time. I'm gonna let him share a little bit about his story. We're super excited to have an in-house mortgage company. The reason we say in-house is because our mortgage company and our new title company are owned by the agents in this market center. So we've got a very specific group out of our top 20% that's heavy buy-side business that basically decided to invest in both of these startups. The ownership extends through this market center, the Louisville Market Center, the Cincinnati Market Center, and the Southern Indiana Market Center. So they both, in every market center, they carry this brand, they carry this name, and we've had a chance to chat quite a bit about different things. And best part of it was the duck hunting part, right? As far as that goes, that was super cool. And but I'll turn it over to you, share a little bit about yourself, and I'll let you take it away.
All right, David Gann, I am tickled to death to be here, be a part of the family. You know, for the most part, I live in Richmond. And, been there for, I don't know, since 2012, spent some time in a couple other states. My background, in mortgage, started with US Bank. And kind of came into this not knowing really anything about mortgage. I've been in, human resources with, Ashland for 16 years, human resource safety, and also then Keller Williams, not Keller Williams, Edward Jones for, 6 years. And, so got into this and, loved it. Got started, shot into doing over 100 something loans, couple of years in a row, and they came and said, can we teach other people to meet with realtors the way that you do what you do? And I said, sure. Well, I love training people. I love working with people. I love seeing people succeed and be successful. I've always enjoyed it. And so I started as HR or as a sales supervisor. I had it on about 4 people, some here in Lexington, some in Somerset and Richmond. And been doing well with that. And then kind of was looking to, at this point, do something different. And Homefront reached out to me. Actually was headed a different direction, and they kind of caught me and like switch right back over here because I love the concept of what they were telling me about, coming in on board with Keller Williams, being part of the family, helping people out, being integrated through Keller Williams. And to me, that's the market that's going to be going. That's going to be the vertical ascension. We'll have a title company on board too. And then of course we got transaction coordinators coming on board. And I think that's a great idea. Helps me out. But that's pretty much it. Got 3 girls, got them all out of the house now. 2 of them,
I'm there too, so get a little still ancillary excitement there.
At last, it was 10 years behind the other 2, so it just took a long time.
Yeah.
But got all the girls out and grandchildren. Of course, we enjoy them. But I do a little bird hunting and fishing, and I'm an outdoors type person. They always say, do you play golf? I said, yeah, I play golf, I fish and I hunt, but I do it in reverse order. So sometimes I get to golf, but most of the time I'm hunting or fishing. But my goal is to be here for you guys. Homefront is going to have, and we're in the process of finishing up right now, bringing a bunch of different products online. And that's going to give you all kinds of things, whether it's bridge loans, whether it's flips, whether it's just your regular government loans, whether it's VA, FHA, USDA, conventionals, and just all different options. And my goal is to provide that to you so that instead of when you have something come up and you can't find somebody that can do this type of loan, we'll go ahead and knock it out and you'll get that sale and you'll help that individual. So that's my goal. And I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you. Some people I've worked with, some folks here at Keller Williams for quite a while. And then there's a lot of folks here that I haven't met, and I'm looking forward to it, sitting down and seeing what you need and how I can be of assistance. And everybody's got their own little way they want to do things. But help training that new realtors on my side. I'll not give you the whole thing because ultimately I want you to send them me and let me answer the questions. But you need to know some of the basics to where it makes it easier for them to understand what they need to look for and help you to understand what they need to look for. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm open for questions or whatever.
Everybody, if you have any questions, Dave, when you told me your hours in the market center.
So I'm over here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
I can still, if I need to, come in on some other days, if so, if it's a needed situation, it's not a problem. I am not a 8 to 5 person. Never have been, never will be. So when you have me, you get up with, and she's about following it.
You're 5 to 8, you said 8 to 5?
Okay.
Okay, that's good, no one.
I do. Yeah, text or phone is probably better than email. Those hit my phone a little bit quicker. And, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is gonna be a great, partnership and we'll all do well with what we're trying to get done.
Well, we appreciate it.
When you go.
What's that?
Fishing.
I have been, I'll tell you a story. I'm out in the duck blind, I'm sitting here talking to work, and somebody's over here calling birds. And all of a sudden I said, excuse me, 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm.
Did you get the bird?
You hear gunshots while you're talking, so it's okay.
The bird, I said.
Yeah, so.
So if you don't like bird hunting or you don't have animals, I'm so sorry, but I eat everything I shoot.
You're controlling the population.
I have control of the population.
No.
But,
Nobody.
We appreciate it. Thanks, my man.
All right, thank you. Get out.
Yeah. Integral part of the business, right? Title and mortgage, right? And we talked about this and talked to it with our agent shareholders, our staff, and we're just super excited about the opportunity in front of us with mortgage and title with Veridian and Homefront. Veridian Title is our new in-house title company. We are up and running. We actually have deals in the pipeline. We are processing title work as we speak. We're in the we're securing the person that's going to be officed in this office and who's going to be on site. We'll probably end up having 2 people in the office just due to the volume that comes out of here. So just keep your eye on this. If you got questions about title, utilizing our current title company, just get with one of the staff members, right? Get with one of the staff members, because I think our current person is running out of the Louisville office. Again, putting those staffing pieces in place, and yet they are open for business, and we'll be excited when we finally have them inside. Today's bold truth: there's no try. Right? Here's what we know: you're either going to do something or you're not going to do something. How many times have you told somebody, they said, "Oh my gosh, I really need you to get that done," and you said, "Hey, I'll try to get it done." Well, here's the reality. Reality is you're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. You show me what trying to pick that up looks like. Let me see you try. Let me see what trying. Here's the thing: you're going to pick it up or you're not, right? So just kind of. And yet I'll save you from that, right? Jackie's like, thank heavens. All right, next up, bold dates, guys. First step, 9:30, right? First step to bold, free. Every single person in this room, every single person in our market center needs to be at first step. And here's why. It's a complete day. You'll walk out of that day with new business. You'll walk out of that day with opportunities in hand of business that you can close. The remaining dates, remember, bold is now 6 steps long, right? You haven't registered for first step. You need to get registered. We've got we're a little bit behind. However, we don't want to get more behind. We want to get back out in front. So let's get those first step registrations in if you haven't. If you know you're already going to take full bold, go ahead and register there as well. Because great event. I'll be teaching bold in Columbus, Ohio, and Fort Wayne, Indiana, and both great locations, a lot of great agents. We're having some incredible success. Remember, now I asked this question of our leadership team today, so I'm going to ask it of the room. If you're not in bold for those 6 weeks, what's your plan? Because the average attendee to bold in the course of 6 weeks finds 11 new pieces of business. 11. Ask yourself, what would 5 new pieces of business look like in 6 weeks? How do you fill that pipeline for January? What are you going to do? You're going to need to get into the activities that are going to get you the results, okay? So our top 20%, we celebrate our top 20% from all 4 market centers. If you're in the top 20%, you've probably got a direct invitation here. If not, if you're not in the top 20%, that's basically just top 20% based on volume. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, based on volume. Top 20% of the agents. We celebrate them as part of being in that elite group. And this will actually be all 3 excuse me, all 4 market centers in 3 different states.
Point out though,
What, point?
that we do these types of events between all the market centers
Yeah.
quarterly. So if you don't
Yeah.
qualify for this one, set a goal. If you think you can do it 3 months, if you can think 6 months, Bold can help you get that momentum if you wanna be attending these events that we hold.
Look at Jackie tying it all together, folks. Come on, you can't pay for that. Look at that. Well done. We know how Jackie's mind works, right? Knitting the pieces together. Everything has a place, make it all fit. So, but you're exactly right. Well, we had an agent come out of escrow last year, go into Bold and put 8 closings together during the course of fall. Getting into the activities, getting into the right things, and she secured 8 pieces of business that closed. So that should get everyone's attention, right? We know what we need to do. What?
She capped, it was her first year.
Yeah, well, that's right, yeah, she can. Guys, here's what I'm gonna tell you. We know what we have to do every day. How come we don't do it? It's a question, right? It's a question that begs an answer, and yet it's always a little bit tougher. Let's look at some of our awards for August was a good month. We cranked out some business. We had people selling. Here's the interesting thing, and here's the great takeaway from everything with regards to our awards each month. Guys, there's a crap ton of real estate being sold out there. Does everybody know how much a crap ton is? It's a lot, right? So if the market is slow, if things aren't happening, if you're hearing some tale of woe from an agent, here's what I'm going to tell you. There's a crap ton of real estate being sold out there. You simply have to be the person that's putting yourself in traffic, right? Doing the follow-up and doing the lead generation and working on customer acquisition, right? Are any of those AI pictures, you think?
The bottom, I swear that bottom right one.
Ryan Little's a good looking kid, but I'm gonna tell you what, they found that was a good day for him right there. Sorry.
It hung me up, you know.
You could tell him that. I mean that with all the love in my heart. Holy crap. I'm looking at my headshot. I look like a street person, right? All right, in top individual units for individual agents, okay? Guys, right there, dead heat, Nora and Ashley, right? 8 units, right? 8 units apiece in 1 month. I can tell you this, they didn't bump into somebody on the 1st and close them on the 3rd. They might have. I'm gonna tell you, the work that's showing up in August was probably from the efforts that were in June. Yes? Or May. What we do today shows up 30, 60, potentially 90 days from now. So keep that piece in mind. But congratulations, Nora and Ashley. That's a big deal. I mean, that's annualized. That's 100 units, right? Top teams, right? 6 units for the Kathy Witt Powell group, and then of course the Kerr team. They popped out a couple units as well. Okay, so if you see them, congratulate them. Kathy Witt, they always do a fantastic job. Groups, 9 units and 4 units. So these are groups. These are bigger than a team. Okay, a group's going to have multiple people. Catalyst Group, XL Real Estate. Hey, interesting, right? So there's a group of people in a team that did 9 and 4, and we got Nora and Ashley each did 8. That just tells you what kind of an incredible effort it was as an individual to put those things together. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. They probably had people, I think both of them have support that helps them with that stuff. So that's super good too. Oh, so you kind of like just, oh, this will be real funny. I'll jack Bo's clicker up. That'll be really funny. That's all right. Don't worry. You had your fun, Madison. That's okay. As long as you're happy. All right. I lost my close units. Wait, I jumped ahead here. Okay. Stay with me. We did that one. Close volume. Close volume. So Nora's closing is about 3.7 million. Wow, what a race, right? 3.4. And then Rita Jones coming in at 1.6 million. So if you see them, congratulate them. Here's the other thing. Ask them where they get their business. Where does your business come from? If I saw any one of the 3 of them, and the first thing the answer they give you is going to be a little bit fluffy, dig in. So tell me, right? What's working for you, Nora? What's working for you, Ashley, Rita?
How are you finding success in the market at this particular time of the year? Whatever it may be, ask them, right? I mean, my goodness, if if you got a chance to talk to Michael Jordan and you love basketball and you played basketball, will you ask the man for some tips or tricks or something? Right. So ask them. Close teams, close volume, 1.5 million for the Underwood group, right? Shane and Tara rocking it out there. Kathy Wick-Pyle and her team at 1.1 million, and then the Kerrs. You see Jesse asking how the heck he couldn't find another $6,000 to break a million, because that right there, feel like you pull up the finish line. I'm just gonna say it, right? No, I'm kidding. That's a wonderful job there. Groups, Excel coming in at 2.8, Catalyst Group 2.4, well done. And Double Barrel Holdings with Chelsea and her team coming in at 860,000. Again, great job in the month of August. Guys, you'll see these names continue to come up. And while there is an ebb and flow in real estate, they don't stop selling when the snow starts flying. They're constantly in conversation, right? They're constantly in conversation. It's not that they're this huge team with all these people and everything else like that. It has a little bit of bearing on it. It's the activities that they're committed to doing, right? That's what's making it happen. GCI, not a surprise that the most volume generated, the most GCI, Nora at number 1, Ashley at number 2, and then Rita coming in at number 3 for individual GCI. Does everybody know what GCI stands for? Gross commission income, right? Top teams for GCI, Underwood Group, Kathy Wick-Pyle and her team. There's Seth and his awesome Kerr team also coming in for our top 3 places for GCI. Catalyst Group edging out the XL Real Estate team for the first spot, and then Double Barrel Holdings coming in at 3. Again, that GCI is a lot of times stacked right around there with the. Is this first listing taken or first listing sold?
Taken.
Taken. Oh, okay. Colton Flynn took his. Actually, that's not AI. He's that good looking. I'm just gonna tell you right now. See Colton, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he's right there, right?
And
It's
it
like,
could be first listing or just first listing with KWC, so in Colton's
Yeah.
instance, it's just his first listing with us.
yeah. I think they both. He'd been in the business for a while, right? He moved to Keller Williams, and I think she was a new agent. Started with homegrown. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well done. That's exciting. Business up year over year. Guys, this is incredible. In a market, right, where agents are thinking business is receding and they can't control their destiny. Jason Joseph up about 5,000%. Okay. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Okay. Derek Blankenship's up 1,000%. That's really big. And Brian Little up about 660%. Now here's the interesting thing. I don't know Jason's story. How long has he been in the business? Tristan, Jackie?
Been here since before 2022.
Yeah, okay, so they've been here several years. So what's interesting is all 3 of these folks, they sell a considerable amount of real estate. These aren't, brand new licensees that went from 0 to like 8 units, which would create some ridiculous year over year number. With me? So they sold a real estate at a good clip last year. And they're still out there finding business. They're still doing things. I can tell you this, they're probably stepping over people that are choosing to pull back, withdraw, and maybe let their limiting mindset get the best of them there. Capper Club. So these folks hit their cap in the month of August, which means for however many months are left on their anniversary, right? They'll receive 100% of commission. Super cool. Nora, Matt Abney, Begee is on there. Hey, but Begee's homegrown. I remember when he was in my PC program, right? Matt Abney, he's homegrown, right? Chelsea got into real estate after being a successful house flipper, wholesaler, builder, and is building her real estate team now. And Nora, how long's Nora been into this?
2 years and a couple months.
Yeah, 2 years and a couple months. And again, she was up there for number 1, which is pretty cool as well. All right. Congratulations, KW Commonwealth. We're honored to be in business with you. Oh my gosh, this is what you've all been waiting for. My knowledge nugget, right? Now I'm going to give you a tool. You guys know I'm a huge fan of systems. I'm a huge fan of tools. There you go. And again, you don't have to necessarily use this one, but here's what I will tell you. You need to use something that looks really close to it, okay?
Have to,
What's that?
I use this all the time.
You use it all the time? Well, thank you. All right. Donna. You guys can follow along if you'd like, but I need one to talk, so I'm sorry. All right, guys, this is a buyer lead sheet. This is the bare bones, okay? Why would you use the buyer lead sheet? Because there's some really important things to talk about on here, having a conversation other than which house do you want me to go show you? Which house do you want me to go open up, right? Contact information, and yet here's the important thing to know. What is the best way to get in touch with you? What times are best? We should ask them that. That's courtesy, okay? Buyer consultation pre-qualification. Has an agent taken you out and shown you any properties, right? If they say yes, ask them how it's going. They'll tell you something, right? Anybody else buying the home with you? Okay, another decision maker. Who's going to be living in the home? You can't ask them things like, do you have any children? You can't ask that question. You can simply say, who else is going to be living in the home? Also, here's the thing. What if grandma lives? What if there's a situation where we've got a grandparent that's also living? How long have you been looking? And I'm curious, why are you moving? Number 5, absolutely essential. You have to know their motivation, right? You have to know their motivation. Are you renting now or do you own? You know when your lease is up, if they say they're a renter, if they're an owner, do you need to sell your current home before you buy your next home? Yes or no? If yes, have you signed a listing agreement with another agent? Guys, these are so rudimentary, and yet I get calls from agents that the deal is falling apart or it's going a little bit south, and I can trace it back to not asking all these questions. So I thought we were going to make an offer, but she can't do anything without talking to her dad or her mom, right? And it's like, well, did we ask them if there were any other decision makers? No, probably should have, but found that out. So my dad's helping me. Well, then I'm going to make sure dad gets pulled in, because now I've gone from like we're ready to write a contract to I've got to try to sell dad this house over the phone. With me? So are you going to be paying cash or will you be getting a mortgage for the purchase of the home? The great thing about that question is most people not going to pay cash, right? And yet we get to introduce that, and it's part of really what we're trying to figure out is what's below that. Mortgage, great. Have you been pre-approved? No. Okay. If they say yes, who are you working with? If no, do you need a recommendation? Right? Now, probably need to update this. If they say, yes, I have been pre-approved, great. You know what? We need to get you a second opinion. Probably going to be one of the largest purchases that you make for most people, and getting information from only one person, right? You're probably not getting the full picture. So I'm going to put you into a 3-way chat with our lender, David Gannon, who's actually in-house. I can literally walk in the office every single day and say hi to him because he's there, right? He's there for us every single day, whether phone or in person, whatever. But you're going to start doing that. Guys, we're not looking to control the entire process. What we are looking for is our ability to pull in partners that care about these people at the level that we do. I'm not going to sit here and name any mortgage companies that I run from, but there are some that consistently show up with deals that get a little sideways, right? Scale of 1 to 10, with 10 meaning you must own home as quickly as possible, and 1 meaning you're not really sure. How would you rate yourself? Anything less than 10, what would it take for you to become a 10? When do you need to be in? 11, circle it, super important. What's our time frame, right? All we need to do is set up the appointment with all the decision makers so I can get you what you want in the time that you would like to get it. So just another little tool to use, because what I have found is in the absence of having a great tool, we wing it. And when you wing it, you suck. Sorry. Oh, getting a little late today. See that? No, I'm just telling you, it's not going to go well. You're driving down the road, thinking about what you got to do, talking on the phone to somebody, and you're not securing the appointment. We're not getting the information that we need. And I'll tell you when the deal blows apart. Sometime around inspection, because we don't have all the information. Get your people, get your title company, your mortgage company, get your people in the deal as fast as possible. It's up to you to create the great I don't think we have a text yet. That's okay. But it's up to us to safeguard the good experience that they're going to have.
Can I speak for just a second?
Yes, you can.
So, in just a minute, we're kind of running a little bit behind, but if you wanted to stick around, Brian is back
Yes.
here and he's about to teach a class on home inspection.
Yep.
So he's one of our affiliate partners and he's great, so if you guys wanted to stick around and hear a little bit about that, that'll be awesome.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Home inspector, big part of the process, super important part of the process. Holding these folks together, someone that can deliver the information on the home, can't change what shape the home's in, but delivering of that information is super important. So you guys would like to stay for Brian's session, and he's got his son with him today. What about that? So, can you get a what? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would recommend making a PDF out of it, scan it, put it in your phone. That way, if you're on your phone and you're out driving, all you really need